Hello viewers, Power here to review the Ultraman Trigger DX G.U.T.S Hyper Key Premium Ultra Brothers Key Set. So next up on the G.U.T.S Hyper Key Premium line, we have the Ultra Brothers, obviously to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Ultraman, or the 55th anniversary of Ultraman, because, you know, we forgot that was a thing because we were celebrating Tiga's anniversary. Anyways, we're back to the standard type of box. However, this is more larger, obviously. And we got a picture of Ultraman. We got the black. This is no longer in Japanese. It's like this actually feels like a premium item. We have a list of all of the Ultramen included. Ultraman Trigger, top and bottom. DX G.U.T.S Hyper Key Premium. We got 8 colors. Then the back. I really do like what they did with the... Okay, so here's like the actual logo. You know, the traditional logo, which is pretty neat. All the warnings and such. But I really like this. So they include all the title cards of each Ultraman title sequence. But however, with Zolfi, because of the fact he doesn't have his own show, he did have his own movie, but instead they actually went with the episode he debuted in, which is pretty neat. And then, what's neat about this one is that this one actually, again, is high premium. So here we have a flap consisting of the 8 Ultra Brothers. And then, here we have the keys laid out with their ultra signs, which is really neat. So here's how they're formatted and such. Just so then, like, if you wanted to display the box like so. Which means that, as you can tell from the inside, there's no background cardboard because of this thing covering them up. So let's open this up. Alright, so here we have the 8 keys out of their box. And yes, it's 8 keys that I can't even line all in frame. Oh well, let's just zoom out. So yeah, the colors are definitely interesting, but we'll get to that later. Obviously, let's just go one by one, and let's try to make this video under 55 minutes. Let's try to make this under an hour. It would be better if this was not 40 minutes, but oh well. So here we have Ultraman. As you can see, he's back to being bred since actually Taiga, because of the fact I actually recently did get the Ultraman LUT, to which he indicates a red LED. So it's not Zet that made him red, first of all, which is pretty interesting. I don't know, I'm still used to him being blue. And it's also with these keys, or this set, they started trans-stamping the number onto the key itself, which, alright. B027. I want to apologize that the lights are kind of treating these really brightly. And obviously color correction won't help because my color correction sucks. So again, here's Ultraman U-30. And for the fun of it, here is the Ultraman 55th anniversary. So we have already gotten an Ultraman retail-y. Or I mean, not retail-y, it was a store exclusive. But the shade of red is still different. And they actually have the same track, which makes sense. But yeah. So the sounds here might sound the same.
Ultraman! Ground mode!
So I just want to state right away, we are gonna have to play the transformations twice, and also that for Ultraman, I don't remember which video it was. It was either the black spark ones, but if you don't recall, I showed off the pre-programmed sound of the Ultraman sound in here. They got rid of the spark lens sound, which was a thing I forgot to mention in my new generation videos or new generation heroes videos. Is that they completely omitted that sound, which kind of sucks, but I get it. Anyways, the sound mode is kind of standard. Each key has about at least 5 to 8 sounds in total, if I recall from the instructions. I actually have to keep them out because the box is right next to me. Basically, if you remember the new Generation Hero set, it's basically that lineup. And then obviously, last but not least, obviously it's nice to have color timer sounds. However, as you recalled, these do not have BGM tracks. Does this mean that they're actually just normal hyper keys? Nope. Because these keys, this set introduces a new mode, Ultra Monster mode. So basically this mode just has at least about 11 to 14 kaijus that I'm going to assume that will release kaijus that the Ultraman has fought. And, well, I mean, has fought slash has appeared in their respective show. So like I said, they have about like 11 to 14 sounds, like roars of the kaiju, with Ultraman having the most. I'm not gonna be able to name them all. Like I want to say I know who that one is, but I'm gonna get it wrong. Like obviously that's Alien Bolton. I've heard that one. I want to say one of them is Gormra, but I can't. Yeah, I know these. I just can't name them. I suck. But that one's definitely new. Gosh. I know who this is. And Zeton, obviously, because he was the last one. And it just circles back. So yeah. Here we have Sophie. And definitely interesting that he's orange. But it works. B028. U-31. If you can't tell, these ones fall directly after the New Generation Heroes. Again, I apologize that we are going over the attacks. I'll go over that only with Ultraman. And the cover time is the exact same, obviously. I think Sophie has 11? Obviously, Sophie debuted in the episode where Zeton was in, so I think in Sophie's case, it's kaijus he's encountered. I feel like I've heard that one too. And obviously, I do want to say that all of these will have some reoccurring kaijus, obviously, because they appeared in their shows. Next up, we got Ultra 7 and a really nice bright yellow. This is definitely a lot more, like this is like the standard yellow than Titus. B029. Again, really like this yellow overall. U-32. Again, like, I think, like, this definitely works. Now, 7 is going to be interesting because he's going to sound like, because, you know, the first sound is of Dan, and it's going to be like, oh, so is he going to be like the new generation heroes? Where's the Henshin mode sound? Just wait there. And obviously, for the color timer, Ultra 7 doesn't have a color timer. He has a beam lamp, which I guess doesn't have its own sound. So instead, it's of the, I don't remember the support team in Ultra 7, but it's literally that support team. It's like ships coming down and supporting 7, which is really cool. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. I feel like I know that one. And that one too. I might go over some of them again. I apologize. I did it in the demo too. I think we're done. Okay, so here's Jack. In standard fashion, he's always green, but I'm used to it at this point. So again, if we know, he is B030. But I do like the lime green that he is this time. U-33.
Ultraman Jack. Ground mode. Ultraman Jack. Ultra Monsters.
Who is this? I know it. Same with that one. Or is it just because of yesterday? Okay, I think that's it. But I can definitely tell with Jack, this is mostly comprised of new kaijus. So. Alright, let's get the odd one out of the set. Ace! They made him green. Alright, again, because he's green, he's still B030. Because green cannot emit two tones, I guess. U-34. This is weird.
Ultraman Ace. Ground mode. Ultraman Ace.
some of these color timer sounds are like really blaring to your ear. And I think I wanted to say the same with Jack's transformation too. Like some of these are like, oh gosh, my ears.
Ultra Monsters!
Again, he's back. Same with that. Okay, I think that was it. Here we have Taro now, who's now in a light blue, which works, definitely. You know, it makes sense just because Ultraman's already red and Taiga's already red, which Taiga's already boxed up, so I can't show him, sadly. He is B023 and U-25. I apologize, I'm not talking about the stickers as much, but that's just because we literally don't have time.
Ultraman Taro! Ground mode! Ultraman Taro!
They have the sounds of him flipping, which is cool.
Ultra Monsters!
This guy just showed up again. Okay. When I get to the laughing, I know we already went through. Here's Leo. And he is B024. I really like the shade of blue they went. It's a really, like, it looks violet. It definitely looks purple, but it's supposed to be blue. And here's Leo with his kick. I love it so much. U-36. I love it.
Ultraman Leo! Ground mode!
Again, we have... his name is not Dan either. Again, we have his host, or human host phrase, like transformation phrase.
Ultraman Leo!
Gee, that's short. Just have all these play.
Ultra Monsters!
Okay.
Hyper Key mode!
Last but not least, you know, I'm glad A finally got acknowledged within the Ultra Brothers, because they would typically always end it off with, like, Taro or Leo, but I'm really glad 80 got included. He is B026, and he is pink, which is really cool. And is U-37.
Ultraman 80! Ground mode! 80!
Again, just because of the Ultra replica.
Ultraman 80! Ah!
And that should do that with all the individual sounds. So let's use them all in the G.U.T.S Spark ones. Here we go with the G.U.T Spark ones.
Ultraman.
Will these actually work? Of course not. All of these have single air fires in hunter gun, hyper gun mode. Yeah, so as you can tell from there, you don't get the announcement of the name. And that's because with this set, they're all permanently stuck in the Henshin mode. So, if you wanted that, if it actually wants to work, you have to press it again. So I kind of not too big on that change. I get why they applied it to everyone, but it is kind of annoying for those that are used to the new generation heroes and such. And it's just kind of weird that it's just those keys, it's that and Trigger Dark are the only ones that actually get to have both. And now these keys, you don't even get a choice. Anyways, we have our attacks. And with all of these, when you hold it down, you get the color timer. And obviously when you hold it, it'll just turn off. And the last sound? Nope, that was not it. Obviously you have them flying off. Zophie. Yeah, obviously because of how short the transformations are, obviously you have to wait until the LED shows up, but obviously Zophie is orange. Obviously same attribute supply. I really do like when they could actually add in a voice or a line to the Ultra, because it, you know, it's neat. This is the exact same sound from Ultraman. And there's Zophie flying off. Ultra 7.
Ultra 7.
7 is what you expect out of the Henshin mode. And the standby is already him throwing the slugger, which I think is funny. So obviously we have the iconic jaw at the beginning, which I like. And obviously we get the proper yellow. Not purple or red, whatever I got in the New Generation Heroes. And to explain what was before, obviously because Ultra 7 doesn't have a color timer, when you hold this down and press the button, there he is flying off. Jack.
Ultraman Jack.
Gosh darn it. Come on. Like, man, I like his transformation, but man, that's really loud. I'm genuinely curious how the camera's gonna pick it up when I edit this. Obviously, I should state these three are obviously going to reuse the same voice because that's what they did. So it's, you know, it's accurate. Come on, one of these should have been white. Of course I didn't read it. Honestly, I genuinely think Ace should have been the one that's white. I know it would have worked with the rainbow concept they were going for, but like, honestly, why green? I also just want to say I find it really interesting how they added the explosion sounds to all the like Coulson sounds pretty interestingly. That they actually took from Zet, which is cool. I don't know what that is. I assume because Ace again used these voice clips in its own show, so there's his iconic one. Because I'm pretty sure Ace was still in that time where they would reuse that audio. To which, obviously, for those that haven't watched the show, like me, obviously you wouldn't know that, or have only played the Fighting Evolution games. Oh, Taro.
Ultraman Taro. Story up.
I didn't even show the cards. Oh well, just watch the demo. Obviously, light blue. Obviously, to actually have that in a toy is pretty neat. I wonder what that sound is supposed to be. That got reused again. I think that's supposed to be the Ultra Dynamite. There he goes. Leo.
Ultraman Leo.
Man, what's more powerful than like shooting like slashes? Kicks. This one's going to be similar to 7.
Ultraman Leo.
Yeah, Leo's is literally the shortest, funnily. That's not even a word. And again, like, this one emits blue, and I like it. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be the nunchucks. I assume that's the kick. That's the shooting beam. Or that one. I think the other one was. And that's actually it. That's him flying off. Because that, I forgot to show the color time. That one's really rough with its flying off.
Ultraman 80.
Sadly, my 80 kind of gets stuck a lot because it wants to think it's in circle arms. You just have to put it in correctly. Something got stuck in my throat. Again, this one acts like 7 and 8 Leo. And he's given the purple LED, which I think works. But now when now when I look at it, I think it is supposed to be pink. Gosh darn it, we will look after. Oh, sorry. Oh shoot. There it goes. So yeah, 80 is kind of clear that they did just reuse 2 of his grunts, but I guess it's just because like they don't have enough sound resources for him. But let me check. Jeez. Oh. Wait, I think 80 actually does have a new track because I actually thought they had given him the purple because this is the TDG key. And this one's B021, this one's B026, so wow, 80 actually does, 80 is the only one that actually gives out a new track this entire set. That's actually cool. Because obviously you don't know this is what purple looks like. Gosh darn it. Yeah, that's definitely darker. I did not know that the Gut Spark ones had a pink LED. But I mean, like, yeah, it's obvious that it would, but... Wow. Circle arms.
Circle arms. Power claw. Maximum. Boot up. Ultraman. Magnesium. Claw impact. Sky arrow. Maximum. Boot up. Zombie. M87. Arrow strike.
I don't remember what I did in the demo. That was at like 3 in the morning.
Boot up. 7. Ethereum. Sword finish. Sky arrow. Maximum. Boot up. Jack. Magnesium. Arrow strike.
I did that incorrectly.
Maximum. Boot up. Ace. Ethereum. Sword finish. Power claw. Maximum. Boot up. Taro. Sturium. Claw impact. Maximum. Boot up.
I get that it's just a lot more easier just to draw a layout doing the kick rather than the shooting beam. That combo was fun. So all you have to do is that you just have to keep punching your opponent and like jump in the air. Like, just keep spamming the kick to them and then like just do the shooting beam once in a while. Fighting Evolution Zero was fun. Alright, but we digress. So overall what I think about the set is that it's definitely it's definitely neat overall. I just appreciate that they actually did do, or that 80 at least was included, because like I said, for the most part, whenever they refer to the Ultra Brothers, it's mostly just these 6 and sometimes Leo, but it's actually nice to see 80 finally get acknowledged. Like, yes, this would have been nice if Mebius got included, but I get it. But I mean, you can get him in China, him and Hikari, but they flipped the track system, so you technically can't use them. But overall, I do like the Ultra Monster mode, even if I think it was kind of like a weird way for them just to, kind of justify why these releases were premium, because this easily could have just been just a traditional Guts Hyperkey set, but I don't know, for some reason after Tiga, they want to label all of them under premium. But like, I think these keys are fine. I don't have any grievances with them, just because obviously I'm not as well versed into these shows. Like, I mean, like, you can be annoyed with, like, I guess how some, like, I guess if you want to be stingy, you can talk about the sound editing. But like, honestly, I think these ones are cool. So that's why nothing about them really bothers me. And I don't know how much the set goes for in the aftermarket, especially because this is basically, I mean, because the new generation heroes, that's gonna, even though that's just 2 more keys in this set, because of that is 2 sets, because that is 2 separate sets, I think that's going to be superiorly more expensive than this set, because I think this set originally was only like $80, so I'm going to say that you are going to be able to find this for like around 80 through like 100 at best. And I think, again, the reason why this one's just more like cheaper because of the Ultra Monster mode not being as robust as like the Henshin mode. But like I said before, I do think that's kind of the only disappointing thing is the permanency of the Henshin mode, because like just sometimes, because it's more annoying that like the only way to get the proper transformation now, or like how the DX ones handle it, is that now you have to go through sound mode. And yeah, to most people that might sound more convenient, just so then when you're using the Guts Spark Lens, you have to do more work now, because now you have to press it at your own leisure. But then again, there's just some of those that just only want to hear the transformation sound and not want to hear the voice, which I do like that option too. It's just really weird that these premium sets keep like elevating themselves, but then like, the Z set now is not really in the same standards as like the new generation heroes and such. Because I think the new generation heroes honestly is like the perfect balance of how things should have been handled. But yeah, get it if you want. I do think these look good together. The box is pretty neat. And this is the last of our hyper keys because we're not, for some reason, not going to go past U-37. Because we have to go back. So this, I'll have to do this review. So this is Power, and I'll leave people. Bye.